Hello, good morning all of you. From today we are going to start our online classes of SST, that is Social Studies. That is your new subject has been added to your syllabus. Is it? Before you have only social science, but from this academic year we have added one more subject in your syllabus, that is Social Studies. Social Studies, what is Social Studies? It is about the environment, but now not today's environment. It about the stories about the past, that is the history. Is it? It told about the history. It told about the history, and we are going to see that lesson about the history, the first chapter of our subject Social Studies, that is what is history. That is the word now you have seen or learned, that is the history. The word you have seen, listen, sometime learn that is the history, but don't you know what is the mean by history? The word history you don't know about that. So that is your first chapter that I'm going to taught you what is mean by history. History, what do you mean we say in history? History, that is the time which has been already passed away. The time which has been passed away. Right now what I am doing, I am teaching, is it? It is the current time. But before teaching, what was I am doing, that was the past time. That is the history. History means what? All the monuments, the buildings has been constructed by the kings or the emperor, whatever it is. These are the historical things. The historical things we will are going to learn in that chapter. First, we have to know what is mean by history. We have to must know that history. History, that is the word made from story. History, H-I-S-T-O-R-Y. History, that is story. In the story, we said past things. Is it? What we said in the story? The story, the upcoming story we said? No, the story has been told to us by our grandparents, our friends, or in the form of the movie, video. We seen the stories. But what is the stories? The stories, the things which has been already done, the work which has been already done, that are the things are called the story. And from story, the word made history. Is it? Are you understand how the history words founded from the word story, the history one forms. So first lesson, that is our concept 1.1, the lesson number 1 of our social studies, that is what is history. Means in that lesson we are going to learn what is history, what is meant by history. Is it? What is the meaning of history? Means one word, that is history, not a very small word actually to see by eyes, but according to the explanation, the history word is too long. What is meant by history? History of the buildings, of the monuments, of the museums, of the places, whatever it may be, the places of the things which are the, and what are the concepts included in the history we are going to learn in that chapter in SST. That is our first lesson. It's a very easy. So you understand the first point, history. Now in that chapter, second word is a timeline. Have you seen the timeline? What is the mean by timeline? Timeline, that are the things, means we have to express the time. We are going to express the time. Timeline means what? Time. Timeline. The line which is rising according to the time. Is it? Time, line. Timeline means what? Now, see, I have to explain some words. I have to explain some words or some sentences according to their situation. Is it? Means what are the first things in my life when I was born? That is the first thing. After that, what happens? After that, then I entered or get admitted into the school. That is my second thing. And the third thing, I got it the job, I get married. Is it? These are the 3 or 4 things. Means what is the first things came? What the first things came? I born. Is it? I born. Then I get admission into the school, and after that I got job, and after that I got married. This is the sequence. This is the sequence. Sequentially format I am saying you that. Means what we have to do, please see in your textbook, page number 3, uppermost, there are 4 stars has been given. Means left side and right side. What is left side stars? It means that is the initial time, starting point. Then move towards the right side. It means that the situation is going to be in the upper cases. Is it? When the left star showing that is the initial point, the starting point, or the first situation, we will say that. After that, when you are moving towards the right side, it means that the second situation is coming. After that, third one, and after that, fourth one. It means that left side initial and right side ending, and the middle that is the medieval age. Is it? Means we will have to say that is the first point, second point, third point. According to that, timeline has been given. So the concept timeline, you have to understand that. What is meant by timeline? Timeline, that is the showing of time in various ages time we have to show. Means what? First we have constructed the building, then we get admission, and then we have demonstrated that building. 3 things. Remember that. We have to arrange that things in the proper manner. Which happened first, it comes first. Which happened after that, it comes after that. Which happened at the end, it comes at the end. And that is the word timeline. Simply remember, don't get confused. Simply remember, timeline means what? Timeline means showing the time according to the situation. Got it? The second concept has been ended, timeline. Now, sources of history. Now we listen the history, we read the history, we see the history. Same means the video, in the format of video. The sources of histories. In our syllabus, there are 3 types of sources has been given. I am saying to you, but you please see in your book. Sources of history, there are 3 types of sources has been given. First one is oral sources, then written sources, and then material sources. What is oral sources? Our grandparents told us story. Is it? Story told, no? Grandparents told us the story. We gathered all together, our cousins, our brothers, our siblings. We sit together and force our grandparents to ask to them to say a story or told a story. That is, they told us a story. Means they are saying to us what? The history. Our grandparents say, when I was young, at that time I go to the school, I regularly go to the school, I was a very disciplined person, I'm a disciplined student, I'm very, very conceptual study learning material I have used in my life. These things are told by our grandparents. Means they are saying to us the story. Is it? Story means that is the history. I already told you, history words come from the story. Means the history comes from oral sources. What happened in the past has been told by our grandparents or whatever it may be. That is the oral sources. Written sources, we got something written from the buildings. We have saw the ancient age buildings like a monument. We can say that any fort, if you go on any fort, we found something written on the stones. Is it? Stone written means what? Written means he is saying something about that particular building or particular material in the form of writing. Means we have got the history from which sources? From written sources. Is it? And the third one is material sources. Material sources means what? When what we will say, the archaeologists go to find something or discover something, they find some materials. Suppose I got this duster. It is the duster. I got this from the ancient age building. Then that is the material source. Means that is the part of history, na? Part of history. Then archaeologists give it to the historian, and historian find out about that duster and write something about that duster. Means that duster is belongs to the that emperor. Is it? Means that is the material sources. Got it? Means we have learned today the concept history, timeline, and sources of history. In that, some new words to us we never ever listen or heard before. That the words came in that lesson. These are only 6 words. Only 6 words I have written here on the board. 6 words: event, disease, journalist, architect, archaeologist, and historian. These are the words, and the meanings of that word has been given in our textbook at the end. So your tomorrow's homework will be to learn the meaning of that words. You have to learn meaning of that words. I will explain all the words tomorrow. For today, I think we have to stop here because we have seen lots more things. What is concept? What is history? And 3 of points of them we have discussed. And I hope you understand this lesson. Your tomorrow's homework will be to learn these new words 6 I have given you here. Please see on the board most and learn it. And what is the meaning of that words? I will explain definitely, but tomorrow, in the tomorrow's lecture, I will explain that thing, and the remaining part of the lesson we will see tomorrow. And your tomorrow's homework to read the lesson once and learn the new words. Okay, thank you.